Hey everyone, I'm Katie. Today I'm going to be bringing you an hour-long gentle yoga flow. Today's video is going to be a full body gentle yoga flow, so head to toe movements and stretches. This will be very similar to the classes that I teach at my community center, to my participants, to my community that I teach in person. So if you are one of my participants that I see in person weekly, welcome. This is for everyone and for you all. Last thing to mention, please take care of your body today. If I guide you into a pose, movement, or a flow that doesn't feel good to you, please choose something else. Move into a different posture or pose that you know works for you, or take a little break and then jump back in. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. All right, we will begin sitting down. You feel free to have some blocks, also have some pillows nearby if you have that, or maybe even a towel for cushioning or to sit on. So you can pause the video if you need to and grab those items, and then we'll see you when you get back. So we are going to start sitting down comfortably. So if you want to sit on your towel, you can. You can sit in a comfortable position, roll your shoulders a couple of times. You can place your hands on your knees, close your eyes, and take this moment to ground. Feel the ground beneath you. Take a deep breath in. Gently exhale out. And drop one ear down to one shoulder. Lift your head back up, drop the opposite ear down towards your shoulder. Take a breath in. Breathe out gently. Lift your head back up, reach your hands up to the ceiling, take a breath in. And then lower your hands down in front of you, palms together. Take another moment to close your eyes. And really pay attention to your breath. We've already been incorporating it with our movement, but really feel it and hear it. So inhale through your nose. And then gently exhale out through either your nose or your mouth. Each yoga teacher teaches differently, but I like to encourage breathing in through the nose. And then you get to choose breathing out through the nose or your mouth. And let's take another breath together. Breathe in. And breathe out. Open your eyes. Reach the hands up. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the hands down through heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come through heart center. One more time, reach the hands up, breathe in. Hands to your heart center, breathe out. And place one hand down on the ground and reach the opposite hand up and over. Take a big breath in. Stay here for your exhale. Reach both hands back up, inhale. Switch to the opposite side. So opposite hand goes down on the ground and reach the other one up and over. Full breath here. Breathe out. Reach both hands up. Take a breath in. And now exhale, drop the elbows down for cactus arms. We're gonna open up the chest a little bit here. Take another full cycle breath here. Exhale, stay. And then let's flow a little bit through this. So inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, drop the elbows down, open the chest. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, Elbows go down, open the chest. One more time, inhale, hands go up. Exhale, cactus arms. And then drop the hands down, roll the shoulders a bit. Do any head movement or gentle neck movement that you need. And now go ahead and reach your hands forward. Come into a hands and knees position. So again, if you have a towel or a blanket, you can place it under your knees. If you don't, you can also double up your mat. This mat's a little bit different than the one I use when I teach in person, but you can use that to cushion your knees as well. So really take care of yourselves. If at any point we get into a pose and you find that it's not comfortable, just move to a different pose. Find a different comfortable position. Really take care of your body. So spread your fingers wide, palms flat, lift the chest up, breathe in, and then exhale, round your back. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, round your back. Tuck your chin towards your chest. One more, breathe in. And then exhale, round your back. And then come back into a neutral spine and move your shoulder towards your right hip. And then switch to the opposite side. So left shoulder towards your left hip. So it's just another a gentle spinal movement. Going side to side, breathing in and breathing out. And go ahead, come back to a neutral position, hands and knees. If at any point you need to move the wrist or rest the wrist, you can. Another thing I like to do is place my hands into a fist on my mat if my wrists are sensitive. And so actually from here, we're going to walk the hands forward, come into a kneeling plank position, and spread the fingers wide so you have a really good base in your hands. Draw the shoulders away from your ears and then hug your belly button in towards your spine. You want to have a slight core engagement here, abdominal engagement to support your low back. And take a deep breath in. Stay for your exhale. And now breathe in. Exhale, start to bend the elbows and lower all the way down to your belly. And now from here, reach your fingertips out in front of you, kind of like spider fingers, spider hands. And what you're going to do here is lift the chest up. So lift your chest up, breathe in. Exhale, lower your chest back down. Inhale, lift your chest up. And exhale down. So we're doing a cobra flow. Inhale up. Exhale down. And as we do this, as we continue to flow, pay attention to your belly button. So hug your belly button in. Continue to have that slight abdominal engagement. Even though we're on the ground, we're still doing some back bending here. So breathe in, lift the chest up. Exhale, lower the chest down. And now, go ahead and stop the flow. Place your palms back underneath your shoulders, but keep the hands light. Engage the core, lift the chest up for cobra. We're gonna hold here, breathe in. Stay for your exhale. One more, breathe in. And exhale, lower the chest down. Now press your hands into the ground. We're gonna lift our chest back up into kneeling plank. Walk your knees to the edges of your mat. Send your hips back. Child's pose. And there's variations of this pose that you can do. You can place your hands on top of each other, use them as a pillow to rest your head. You can also, if you have your blocks, you can place your blocks underneath your chest to just support you some more. Or if you also have limited range or limited flexibility, if we're feeling really tight in our hips, we can always place a pillow or block underneath the chest. But if you are feeling flexible and want to go deeper into the stretch, stretch your hands forward, rest your forehead on your mat. Take a moment, close your eyes, ground even more, feel the mat underneath your hands, your legs. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Lift your chest back up and come back into a hands and knees position. And we're gonna flow through this child pose and cobra. So shift forward into a kneeling plank. So you're moving your shoulders towards your fingertips or even past them. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower to belly. Keep your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, lift your chest up, cobra. And then now this will be one full movement. Exhale, lower your chest down. Push your hands into the ground. Lift the chest up. And hips go all the way back to child's pose. So inhale, come forward. Kneeling plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, drop the chest down. Inhale, cobra, lift the chest up. And then exhale, one movement, push the hands into the ground, hips come back, child's pose. And so let's actually do a couple more of these, but I want you to do it at your own pace, your own breath. So if you need to move a little bit slower, or if you need to move a little bit faster through this movement, you can. And as always, you can always just take a moment to rest. Really pay attention to how you're feeling, how your body feels today. Even if you're redoing this video again or multiple times in a week, day to day, our body may feel different. So really listen, pay attention to your body as you move in your yoga movements and exercise daily. So we'll do one more. Inhaling through kneeling plank. Exhaling to the ground. Inhale, cobra, lift the chest. Exhale, send the hips back, child's pose, and take a second to rest here. You can stay here in child's pose, or if you want to actually sit upright to take a moment of rest, you can. And then go ahead and lift back up to hands and knees position. Spread the fingers wide. You're gonna tuck the toes underneath your heels. Lift the hips up. Start to straighten the legs for downward facing dog. So you're pushing the hands down into the ground. Your head, your eyesight, look towards your feet to allow your neck and head to relax. If you know down dog isn't going to work for you today or just isn't in your practice, you can absolutely come into child's pose again, or you can even do a puppy pose where you walk the hands forward, knees are on the ground. So try different options, see what you like. If you're in down dog, pedal your heels, so press one heel down, then press the other, and just start to move the heels back and forth to the ground to stretch the back of the legs. If you're in child's pose, just breathe. And then if you're in our puppy pose with the hands forward, just stay here and breathe as well. Let's do 2 more breath cycles. And if you're in down dog and need to take a break, you can do that as well, dropping the knees down. And then exhale, come back to hands and knees. Take a moment if you need to roll the wrist a bit, or just move the hands and the arms a little bit. And then back to hands and knees. You can have your hands into a fist or palms flat. Reach your right foot back behind you, toes on the ground, rock forward and back. And continue your breath. And then stop the rocking, reach your left hand forward. So your right foot is back, your left hand is forward. Take a big breath in here. And then exhale, drop your left hand down and bring your right knee back to your mat. Switch to the opposite side, so rock, send your left foot back behind you, toes on the mat, rock forward and back, creating some movement in the feet, the foot, and the ankle. And then go ahead and stop the rocking. Reach your right hand out in front of you. So left foot on the ground, right hand out in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And now go ahead and drop your right hand down, and left foot and left knee comes back to the mat. So we're gonna kind of alternate and add variation to this. So send your right foot back behind you, left hand comes out in front. If you want, you can stay right here with the foot on the ground. If you want to add on, go ahead, lift the right foot up and off of the mat for full spinal balance. If you get into this and find this may not be the best pose for you today, you just drop your foot back down. Or you can also keep both hands down and just lift the feet back. So there's a lot of variations you can do. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release, left hand down, right knee back to the ground. Step your left foot back behind you. Reach your right hand out in front of you. Stay here or add on, lifting the left foot up and off of the ground. Take a deep breath in. Stay here for your exhale. Remember, if you want to lower the right hand down, you can, and just lift the foot up. You can do that as well. Take one more breath in and drop your right hand down and left knee to the ground. Take a second to move the hips. If you want to do a cat-cow flow, you can. And now we're gonna flow through this spinal balance. So depending on how you're feeling, your foot might stay on the ground or your hands might stay on the ground the entire time. So do what works for you. So inhale, right foot goes back, left hand comes forward, inhale. Exhale, lower them back to the ground. Inhale, left foot back behind you. Right hand comes out in front of you. And then exhale, lower back down. Inhale, right foot and left hand up. Exhale, both hand and knee go down. Inhale, left foot, right hand. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, opposite hand and knee and leg. Exhale down. Inhale, foot and hand, go back or out or up. Exhale down. And continue to flow through this at your own pace and breath. Just a couple more breaths and I'll show different variations. as well. Go ahead and finish up the flow, the round that you're doing, and we'll meet in a cat-cow flow. So moving the hips a little bit and then lifting the chest up, rounding the back. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, round. And then release into a neutral spine. We're gonna walk the hands back. We're gonna come into toe pose, one of my favorites. Tuck the toes underneath your heels. Start to walk your hands back. And this is variation 1. If your feet are quite tight, or if you feel discomfort, a little bit of discomfort, lean forward, and that will help. You can put your hands on a block or a pillow. If you feel this pose is okay, you have a little bit more flexibility and want to go deeper into toe pose, sit your hips on top of your heels. Find a variation where you can pause and you can continue breathing. So we'll take a few breaths here, in through the nose, gently exhaling out. Roll the shoulders back and down. Relax the shoulders as much as you can. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release, come forward. Tap the feet if you need to, or roll the ankles. And now from here, we're gonna make our way to the top of the yoga mat. You can do this different ways. If you want to just step forward, make your way to the front of your mat, you can. If you want to walk forward from down dog, what you'll do is tuck your toes underneath your heels, straighten your legs, lift the hips for down dog, and then you can start to step the feet forward. This is such a good stretch along the backs of the legs, the calves. But if this isn't working for you today, you just step forward, take your time, make your way to the front, the top of your mat, and let's all meet in forward fold. If you have a pillow or block, I love this variation where you can place your hands underneath something, and it's a really nice way to do this pose actually. Bend your knees a little bit, relax the neck and head, take a deep breath in, gently exhale out, and then halfway lift, breathe in, exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold down, fingertips towards the ground. One more, halfway lift, forward fold, relax down. And now slowly make your way up, reaching the hands up to the ceiling. Take your time. Exhale, palms together, hands to your heart center. Roll your shoulders back and down. Close your eyes and take a moment to ground once again. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your palms together. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Reach your hands up to the ceiling. Drop your left hand down and reach your right hand up and over. This is going to be a side body stretch. And then reach both hands back up. Inhale. Exhale, right hand goes down, left hand up and over. Take a deep breath in. Gently exhale out. Reach your hands up to the ceiling and back to mountain pose, palms together. Separate your feet hips width apart. Reach the hands up to the ceiling and exhale, forward fold. I'm gonna move my blocks. And now halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Very slowly come back up to hands to the ceiling. And then exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold down. Reach your hands all the way up to the ceiling. And we're going to change it up. Palms together. Roll the shoulders back and down. Bend your knees, and we're going to move into chair pose. Roll the shoulders back and down. Hug your belly button in towards your spine to engage the abdominal muscles. A gentle engagement. You still want to be able to breathe. And then hold this pose a few more breaths. Of course, if you need to take a break and stand up, go ahead and do that, and then come back into the pose when you're ready. And now go ahead and reach up, breathe in, inhale. Let's add on to this low forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Gently reach the hands up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, chair pose, bend the knees, palms together. Straighten the legs, reach up, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands come down, forward fold. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. Chair pose, bend your knees, palms together. And then go ahead, release, stand up, mountain pose. Roll your shoulders back and down. Move your head and neck a little bit. My neck just popped. And now sink back into chair pose. Take a breath in here. Open your hands up to the right side. So your palms are going to open up. We're going to twist gently. And then exhale. Palms together, back to center. Straighten the legs for a mini break. Breathe in. Exhale, chair pose, and open up the hands to the left side. So opposite side, opposite twist. Inhale back to mountain pose. Center, straighten the legs. Exhale, chair pose, open up to the right. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, chair pose, open up to the left. Let's do one more on each side. So inhale, rest, straighten the legs. Exhale, chair pose, open to the right. Inhale, mountain pose, straighten your legs, hands to heart center. Exhale, chair pose, bend the knees, open up the hands to the left. And then inhale, mountain pose, and stay right here as you exhale. Move your legs, shake your legs if you need to, shake the hands. Step your right foot back behind you, warrior one. Look at your left foot will be facing forward. Point your left toes forward at 12 o'clock, if it was a clock. And your right toes, your right foot can be at an angle, just whatever's comfortable. I love to teach a wide base. So imagine that your feet and heels are on railroad tracks. So two separate lines. Place your hands on your hip bones and guide both hip bones forward like they're car headlights. My legs are actually a little bit tight. My hips are a little bit tighter today, so I'm going to shorten my stance to make it a little bit more accessible for my hips to face forward. And then once I hold the pose a little bit, I'll be able to widen the feet and get deeper into the pose. So bend into your left knee. Bend your knee directly over your ankle, and then choose your hand position. You can keep your hands on your hips. You can move them to heart center, or reach the hands all the way up to the ceiling. You choose. Try the different variations, see what works for you today, and then just hold this pose and breathe. You may even find that after we hold this, you hold the pose for a couple of breaths. You might be able to deepen it, widen your feet to go deeper into the pose. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. One more breath in. Exhale, straighten your front leg, hands to hips for a moment of rest. This would be a good time if you want to deepen the pose and move and separate your feet a little bit more, you can. We're going to do a few movements in this. So inhale, straighten your front leg, reach the hands up. Exhale, warrior one. Rebend into your left knee. Then reach up, breathe in, straighten both legs. Exhale, bend your left knee, warrior one. Let's do two more. Breathe in, reach the hands up, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach the hands, come up. Exhale, warrior one. Hands to hips. Go ahead, gently step forward. Need to roll my right ankle a little bit. We held that for a while. Okay, whenever you're ready, we're gonna switch sides. So step the left foot back, or the opposite foot of what you just did, back behind you. Imagine that your feet are on railroad tracks, or really your heels are on railroad tracks. Right toes, point them forward, 12 o'clock. Left foot, you can do it at an angle, have it at an angle. Whenever you're ready, bend into your right knee directly over your ankle, hands on your hip bones. Feel your hip bones, and guide both hip bones forward. My hips are very tight today, so I'm gonna step my left foot closer to my right foot so that I can have that range, that ability to move the hip bones forward. And now choose your hand position. Keep the hands either on the hips, move them to heart center, reach the hands up to the ceiling. Relax your shoulders down and take a couple of breaths here. And if you start to feel the hips open up a little bit more and you want to go deeper into this warrior one, you might even see I'm just starting to inch my toes a little bit forward as I exhale, and then I can deepen into this. And if at any point you need to take a break, if your hands need to take a break, move them down. If you need to just pause for a moment, straighten the front leg, and then rebend, come into warrior one, you absolutely can. Take care of yourself today. There's nothing wrong with adjusting or taking a pause or a moment to rest. Just means that you're listening to your body as it's communicating, hey, I need a moment to rest. And then you come back into the stretch and into the building, the rebuilding, or the strengthening part of this pose. So go ahead and straighten your front leg, hands to hips for a moment. And now reach the hands up, inhale. Exhale, warrior one, bend into your front leg. Inhale, reach up, straighten the knee. Exhale, bend into warrior one. 2 more, breathe in. Exhale, bend. Reach up, big breath in. Exhale, warrior one. Place your hands on your hips and go ahead, step forward very gently. Step forward. Whew. Also need to move my foot and ankle on this side. And take some movement, roll your wrist, move the feet, move the toes, and then come into mountain pose. Feet hips width apart, hands together, roll your shoulders down, away from your ears, take a big breath in, breathe out, close your eyes if you haven't already, take another breath in, breathe out. Open your eyes. We're going to move into balancing poses. So if you prefer to be near a wall or holding on to just the side of a table or a chair in your balancing poses, go ahead and move and make your way towards your chair or the wall. Once you're there, root your left foot down into the ground for tree pose. Press your left big toe straight down into the ground. That's going to help with stability and the balance as well. Have a tiny bend in your left knee. And now variation 1 of tree pose. You can kickstand your right foot along your ankle. Variation 2, lift the foot up below the knee. Variation 3, you can lift your foot up, place it above your knee. So you choose what works for you today. You can place your hands on your hips. You can place your hands at heart center. You could do cactus arms to open up the chest, or fully reach the hands up to the ceiling, straightening the arms. So pick your hand variation. It's okay to move around as you decide, but once you come into your variation of tree pose, find one spot in front of you that is not moving. Focus on that spot. That will help you balance. And remember to breathe. Breathing in deeply. Exhaling gently. 2 more breaths. And then release. Move the feet around. And once you're ready, root the right foot down into the ground. Press your right big toe straight down. Variation 1, you can kickstand the left foot. Variation 2, lift the foot below the knee. Variation 3, you can lift your foot up, place it above your knee. Want to avoid directly placing the foot on the knee just because it's our knee joint. We want to protect it. And whenever you're ready, choose your hand placement. Hips, heart center, cactus arms, or reaching all the way up to the ceiling. As you're in this tree pose, relax the shoulders away from your ears. Find one spot in front of you that's not moving. Gently breathe in and out. One more breath. And gently release. And go ahead and come back to your mat. If you're away from it, move to the long edge of your mat and move your toes in front of your heels. Place your hands on your hips, roll the shoulders back and down, and now reach the hands up to the ceiling and lengthen your spine up. And now exhale, lower the hands to your legs. Start to slide your hands down your legs, lowering your chest to the ground. And this pose will be different for every person day to day. So you can start off with just your hands on your hips or your knees without placing too much weight on your knees. It's very light touch. You can stay here if this feels comfortable and you feel a stretch in your legs and hips. If you want to go deeper into this stretch and pose, you can slide the hands down your legs towards your ankles, maybe the toes or the ground. Find a version of this pose where you can continue breathing. Have the breath flowing gently in and out. And if you get into a deeper version of this pose and find that it's too much, just place your hands back on your legs, slide back up, and find the variation that works for you. And we'll be here for a few breaths. Breathing in and out. And wherever you are, whether your hands are on the ground or on your legs, gently rock left and right. So just bending the left knee gently and then switching over, bending to the right. Just very gentle side to side movement. And now pause the movement, the knee bending. Start to slide and walk the hands up your legs and come back to standing. And move the feet closer together. Come back into mountain pose, palms together. Roll your shoulders back and down. Take a grounding breath in and out. From here, reach your hands up to the ceiling. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. We're now gonna come into a seated position on the mat. So however you would like, safely come down to your mat. You can bend your knees and then sit down. And now place your feet flat and knees up. Place your hands behind you. Start to rock the knees left and right. And you'll feel a very gentle massage on the glutes, parts of the hips. And now straighten the legs, forward fold, seated forward fold. So reach your hands up to the ceiling, inhale, exhale, lean forward, slide the hands down your legs. Wherever your hands land is perfect, but allow your shoulders to move away from your ears. Bring some ease and some relaxation there. And continue breathing. Start to walk your hands back up to your hips. Slide the feet out wide for seated straddle splits here. You can flex the feet or point the toes. I find a really nice stretch when I flex my feet, like my toes up to the ceiling. I really enjoy that. First and foremost, breathe in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk the hands forward through center. And we'll take a few breaths here. Inhale through your nose. Gently exhale out. And with this pose as well, you may find that you can lean deeper into this with each exhale, or maybe after a couple of breaths. And if you don't find that, you just feel a really good stretch here and you don't want to move, that's okay too. Your next exhale, start to walk your hands back to your hips. You can place your hands actually under your knees if you want. Help bend your knees and bring your feet back into center. Start to widen the knees, open up the knees for butterfly pose. Adjust as you need to. If you need to slide your feet closer to you or further away, I will say for a less of a stretch, you can slide the feet away from you. If you want a deeper stretch, slide the heels closer to you. Roll the shoulders back and down. Take a breath in. Exhale, lean your chest forward towards your feet. Take a few breaths here. One more breath in. Lift your chest back up, straighten the legs. And moving into a hip stretch here, straighten the legs. Variation 1 is going to be crossing the right leg over your left leg. If this is too much, you can actually just place the foot next to the leg instead of on top of it. So you can stay here. This is technically variation 1. Variation 2, cross the ankle over the left leg and you'll lean forward. Breathing in and out. If you want to go into a deeper stretch, before we do that, we'll take one more breath. So now you can stay here in either variation 1 or variation 2. Or if you want to go deeper into the stretch, we'll come into a seated figure 4. So start to bend the left knee, place the left foot flat on the ground, place your hands behind you so that you can be comfortable upright, and your right ankle is crossing your left leg. So take a couple of breaths here, in and out. If you want to deepen the stretch, you'll slide your left foot, the foot that's on the ground, closer to you, and you'll feel a deeper stretch in the hip and the leg. And you can stay right here if you feel really comfortable here and feel a great stretch. Another variation I love is to keep the legs where they are, but lay my back flat on the ground. So if you want to move into this, you can. You can keep your left foot on the ground, or to go into an even deeper version of this, deeper figure 4 stretch. Lift your left leg, place your hands behind your left leg, resting and relaxing your head on the ground. And just breathe. And close your eyes, focus on your breath. If you decide to move into any of the poses that I just showed and find that it's not comfortable, or you feel pain or experience just any discomfort, you can move back into the pose that you prefer. Please do that. Really, when yoga teachers, I think, say this is your practice, like listen to your body, that's what they mean. You get into a version of a pose or even just a pose and you find it's not working for you on that particular day, find something else that works. As long as you're breathing, being intentional with your movements, like, it's perfect. right, so go ahead and release wherever you are. Release your legs, uncross your legs, straighten both of the legs. Take a full body stretch if you're laying down, and then we're gonna come back up to sitting. So gently, carefully come back up to a seated position, and we're gonna do the opposite side. So, variation 1, bend your left knee, place the bottom of your foot along your right leg. It'll look like this, in case you wanted to see. Variation 2, you will cross your left leg on top of your right and place it on top of your right. And in variation 1 or 2, lean forward. So let's all take a deep breath in here and breathe out. And you can just stay here and breathe. And with each exhale, you might go deeper into this, lowering your chest down. If you want to move into variation 3, place your hands behind you for figure 4. Bend your right knee, bring your right foot closer to you. Deep breath in, deep breath out. We're going to stay here for a couple more breaths before I show you the next variation. Just want to feel even on both sides, both hips. If you want to go deeper into this figure 4 stretch, you can bring your right foot closer to you. And the last version of this pose, if you want to move into it, roll into your back. Pay attention to your hips. It might be different on this side. This side might feel more flexible or it might feel tighter. So if you need to keep your right foot on the ground, do so, or to go deeper into this, lift your right foot up, place your hands behind your right leg, and relax into this pose. Close your eyes, breathe in, gently breathe out. Be sure to relax your head on your mat, relax the shoulders more. We'll take a couple of breaths here. And now, go ahead and release. If you're sitting up, straighten both legs and then roll onto your back. If you're already laying down, straighten your legs, straighten your hands. Just take a full body stretch. And now we're going to move into our last and final pose, Shavasana. So get as comfortable as you can. Laying down, you can keep the legs out long. If it feels better to bend your knees, you absolutely can do that. And of course, if you overall just prefer to sit up in a meditative, seated position, you can do that as well. Close your eyes, relax your breath, come back to a normal breath where you're not thinking about it, it's just flowing naturally. Relax the eyelids, relax your jaw, relax your whole body. We'll be here for a few moments. Go ahead and wiggle your toes and your fingers. Maybe roll the wrist and the ankles. Start to wake up and take a full body stretch. And now lift your knees up. You can hug them into your chest if you want. Roll over to one side, rest there for a moment. You can even rest your head underneath your arm for support. Whenever you're ready, place both hands underneath your body and just lift up, come into a seated position. And now lift your hands up to the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower your hands down in front of you, palms together. Close your eyes, take a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for being here today, for taking time to move. Gratitude for your breath, for your body. It's such a special thing. So take this time to be grateful. And let's take a breath together. Breathe in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. One more time, breathe in through your nose. Sigh it out. And open your eyes. Thank you guys for being here and taking time to do this gentle yoga flow. I appreciate you so much. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this hour-long gentle yoga flow. I also have a relaxing yoga flow that is even more gentle than the one we did today. So if you're looking for a relaxing yoga flow, it will be right over here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye! My first yoga video. I'm so excited! My first yoga video that I'm going to be posting. So, I'm going to take this moment to just celebrate and be grateful.